So now we're gonna do 90-90 hip stretches. So again, working on that hip rotation, internal external rotation. So first thing we're gonna do is in this 90-90 position, just like this, I'm gonna take my hands over the front like that, and I'm gonna rotate my chest over my left knee, trying to rotate that position. Then I'm gonna move over this right side. So again, I'm gonna work on the hip internal rotation. So again, holding about 20 seconds. So first thing we do with our hands on the ground, then off, it's gonna be passive with our hands on the ground and now active. So now my muscles are actively moving and I'm bringing my chest square over that inside leg or this outside leg here for that rotation. If you start to cramp, just get out of it nice and easy. It's normal to happen. And then we're gonna rotate back over this right side with our hands together, right? Working on trying to go in this position. If you can't do this, you can use your hands like this and try and work on that hip mobility. Then we're gonna go back with our hands here on the ground. We're gonna pivot off our back knee. We're gonna rotate internally. I'm gonna lift my foot up off the floor. So first one's with the hands. Second one is without the hands. So you're gonna feel this a little bit more just like that. And then we're gonna rotate off this big toe, open on up. We're not gonna go all the way over, but we're gonna rotate right 3 times. On the third, we're gonna open up in that sitting bear position and sit just like this. Once we stretch here for about 10-20 seconds, we're gonna rotate over, and then you would perform this on the other side. So now what we wanna do here is, again, linking the spine and the adductors together. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get this right leg out, bring your hips a little forward. You're gonna bring your right leg way out here, just like this. Sit your hips back. When you sit your hips back, you're gonna feel this right in the adductor on this side. You're gonna thread the needle, so my left hand stays here. I'm stretching that adductor, I feel it, and then I'm gonna rotate through like this, and then open on up. And we'll do this 2 or 3 times, just like this. And then we're gonna switch this direction. Now, when I go away from this right leg, you will feel this mobility is a little more limited. And that's just natural because of the adductor playing its part in that rotation. So now we're gonna work on hip extension and the psoas. So the hip flexor, when we move in this direction, flexes the hip, so you don't wanna collapse the upper half. I'm gonna lunge forward just like this. I'm keeping my upper half and I'm sinking through my hips forward like this. I'm keeping sort of like that half breath in that we've talked about. Keep that breath in, keep the core stabilized and come through. You'll feel a big stretch right through here and the top of the quad. So this is an open book exercise. What we're looking to do here is increase thoracic mobility and rotation. So my knees are together on the floor. I'm gonna pin them to the floor. My hands are gonna go together. My eyes are gonna follow my top hand. So as I rotate open, I'm gonna rotate all the way open like this. Okay, my eyes follow that top hand. And nice and easy, again, knees staying to the floor. I'm gonna open all the way up and then back. We do that 10 times each side. When you're done, roll on the other side. And same thing on this other side. So the first movement here we're gonna work on is a hip reset. So neurologically, we wanna try and work and open up the hips and get the central nervous system ready to move. We're gonna take a deep breath in. We're gonna come out to the side, right, as far as we can go. We're then gonna turn our foot out, our knee in, as far as we can go, and kick back, and then bring it back in. And what we're trying to do is think of a mortar and pestle as we move this in and out. What we're trying to ultimately do is get every ounce of range of motion, every inch of range of motion that we possibly can here. So I go all the way out as far as I can go. I don't want this movement, so not quiet the spine. Out, turn, kick back. Just like that. As far in each one of those movements as we can possibly go. So now we're gonna do a little bit of a take on the world's greatest stretch. We're gonna add a press up here, so we're gonna turn our feet in. We're gonna extend our spine, press all the way up, exhale at the top, so our hips sink into the ground. Slowly, we're gonna bring this left leg up, then out of it. My right knee can touch the ground. I'm in this 90-90 position ideally. And then I'm gonna rotate up towards the sky, then back down. And again, we're gonna rotate up towards the sky and back down. Then come back into that press up position. We're gonna press on up. And then we're gonna again float this right leg up into this position here. Again, 90-90 position. Rotate up towards the sky. We don't wanna go this direction. We wanna open up into that hip. 2 times there.